Yeah, hi everyone, little blue guy here in the corner again while I talk about stuff. Thanks to, at one point, being a fairly large gaming YouTuber, I'm used to the more horrible and unhinged side of YouTube comments that are part of the video game community, and indeed the general consequence of content creation in general. Over the years, I've had people obsess over me, threaten me, hate me, make fun of me, assume all sorts of deranged things like going so far as to accuse a gay person of being homophobic, just truly raw, unfiltered hate and stupidity, but never would I have guessed that I'd have to point out similar things on the tabletop side of YouTube, yet here we are. The Kill Team community is awful. It is by far the largest hurdle to overcome for new players attempting to play the game for purely entertainment purposes. I'm aware I won't make any friends pointing this out, but it really needs to have a light placed squarely on it because it will drive people away from what is a very decent skirmish game. I am new to Kill Team, but unlike the community for it, the game itself made a good first impression. As of writing/speaking this, I've played it 11 times now, I think, with 2 more games scheduled pretty soon. It's an affordable way to stay dipped in the Warhammer lore and universe without breaking the bank, and not nearly as time consuming as a full game of 40k. It's a little obtuse in places, some rules are hard to keep track of and very easy to forget in the moment, but the general flow of play is interesting and the scoring system is fairly innovative. Side note, I think there's a sweet spot between the complexity of Kill Team and the simplicity of Warcry that could be filled with an absolutely excellent game. I'm sure some of the community mean well and don't realise how poorly they come across, and there will be a percentage that don't engage in the things I'm going to talk about here, but many just seem genuinely hateful, arrogant, demanding and awful. I'm not sure who's to blame for this. I suspect it's at least in part because the majority of content for the game that exists on YouTube is strongly focused on tournament play and associated optimal setups and tactics. Focusing on these things doesn't leave much room for just wanting to have some fun. No less than 3 times in 11 Kill Team videos I posted so far have I received homophobic remarks in the comments. These were all reported and are no longer visible, for the record. Not because I made note of my sexuality, but because I dared let my rainbow watch strap be visible while I was pointing at miniatures. Shocking, I know, how could I be so careless, down with this sort of thing, etc. That's compared to maybe 1 or 2 in total across every other video that exists on this channel since I made it, which is nearing 1200 videos, by the way. The homophobic comments are not super common when compared to the others. The most common type of comment to get is, of course, rules corrections. To take a few of these in good faith, I will gently point out that what you think is a helpful comment is, in fact, not. The only exception to this would be if you were in the room when the video was being filmed. For example, "You forgot piercing 1 at so-and-so a timestamp" is not a helpful comment. It was not a rule maliciously or consistently done wrong, it was something forgotten in the moment that needed to be corrected in the moment. Nothing is gained from pointing it out after the fact unless you happen to have time travel powers. Pointing out something that was now wrong due to changes in data slates published after the video was made is also relatively common and equally not helpful in any way. These types of comments litter all tabletop content on YouTube regardless of the game, sure, but seems especially rampant in Kill Team videos. To balance things out, an example of some helpful comments were the ones pointing out the use of the wrong barrier model to represent the light barricades, and something well worth correcting for future videos. I sat trying to think of 1 or 2 more examples of helpful comments received, and yeah. There's been more than a few comments branding the videos unwatchable due to 1 or 2 minor mistakes. It's important to emphasise these mistakes, they're not deliberate, it's not deliberate rule breaking designed specifically to make you and just you mad. These literally unwatchable comments aren't exactly unique to Kill Team videos either, they're a hyperbolic YouTube commenter staple, but are still very tedious to see. Any chance to discover for myself the tactics, selections or strategies that work for any given Kill Team are minuscule at best. An example of this I can give would be the first time I used the Mandrake's Kill Team. The tac op I selected was not the optimal choice for that Kill Team. There is a correct answer. Attack op they should always, or near always, take above all others. And I didn't pick it. How do I know I didn't pick the quote-unquote right one? Because I was told so in the comments multiple times. It would have been nice to trial and error my way with a new team to discovering this type of thing for myself, but it has become more than apparent that will never be possible. Playing unoptimally is unacceptable to the kill team community, even if it's the first time you've ever used a particular team. Who hurt you? Who broke you in this way? Who killed your sense of fun? Let me know, because they have a lot to answer for. I have very little interest in playing only in the optimal way. I play for entertainment's sake, and specifically when it comes to how I have presented the kill team battle reports on the channel, it's because I saw a gap in the market for the style I prefer to make. I don't like roleplay battle reports, I don't like constantly showing the presenters rather than the board, I don't like one overhead static cam that doesn't let you see the models or get into the action. I wanted battle reports that didn't fall into these tropes, and since they weren't being made, I stepped in to fill that gap. So for those that wanted similar to my videos, there they are, something for the more casual player, something that can be easily ignored by those who don't want that type of video and are more interested in the more serious tournament side of play. On a less serious note, I know it's slightly petty, but I am amused that people so obsessed with pointing out every rule they think was done wrong in a battle report failed to abide by the rules of the channel they are posting on when they decide to make a comment like that. The first time you try to post on a channel on YouTube, the rules for that channel pop up and then you have to accept them. And one of the rules on this channel is don't post overly long comments filled with a bunch of timestamp corrections. Rules are sometimes easy to miss, huh? So I guess we're all rule breakers? Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the rude moron who not only had no reading comprehension skills, but also apparently turned their ears off. After calling my 9,000 subscribers pathetic, demanded that I stopped making the Kill Team Battle Reports member only. They are not member only, as I'm sure you've probably noticed because you have eyes and ears. They are members first, as in channel members get to see them first by about a week before everyone else gets to see them. Everyone will see them eventually. It's not only written on the video if you go to the channel, but at the start of each video I also say it during the intro, but apparently this person didn't understand. Anyway, let's get back to the point here. The Kill Team community is by far the worst I've experienced since creating this tabletop channel, and that's despite playing 40k way back when I first started it, or playing the Batman miniature game that an insignificant fan Discord thinks they control every aspect of. Kill Team still comes out on top as the absolute worst. You're driving people away and making the game look worse with your actions. There isn't a helpful solution to offer, really, just a vague do better, Senator. Try to curb the homophobia, that'd be a good start. Recognise the difference between a helpful and not helpful comment and learn to just enjoy something meant for entertainment. I cannot overemphasise that these are not tournament battle reports I am making for this channel. These are not tactical videos or how to play optimally or even learn to play videos. These are battle reports for fun because it's a game I currently enjoy playing. You will make just as many accidental mistakes as I do when you play, I'm sure, it's just yours aren't caught on camera. The enjoyment created by playing this game is being sapped, not by it, but by the horrible community surrounding it. Turning off comments on the Kill Team videos is a possibility I'm considering going forwards, but I'm aware that punishes people who have done absolutely nothing wrong, like those who leave nice comments, and also inadvertently hurts the video's SEO. I haven't fully decided yet, so let me know what you think about that. And that's about it, really. Just wanted to shine a light on the horrible underbelly of the community surrounding Kill Team. Do better. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.